What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up. Why you lie is July. We back on Patrick CC once again. When degenerate streamers get desperate for views. Let's shade out.
One hell of a drug, and these online personalities became addicted. What may have started as a genuine desire to entertain an audience slowly turned into an endless need for attention. Because once the views start dropping and the money dries up, desperation kicks in. And that's when things get dark. Today we're diving into the craziest stories of streamers who went to unimaginable lengths for internet fame. Starting with Arab Andy, whose brainless antics may have inspired an entire generation of toxic streamers. Jamal Haraz was a part of the IRL streaming wave that grew out of the CX community. A crazy circle of creators formed around controversial Twitch streamer Ice Poseidon. There was a trend of Andy streamers, like Asian Andy and Mexican Andy, who were pushing the limits of what they could get away with in public. But Arab Andy was one of the most extreme. He farmed donations by letting his viewers control his surroundings. Arab Andy had an audio speaker on full blast strapped to his backpack. Viewers would donate money, and the message they sent or the audio they requested would blare out loud so anyone near Jamal could hear it.
I'm going to be starting up donations, so I can get self-stick and other stuff like that, just to do more equipment and there's more things.
Now, this could often be seen as a harmless prank, but since Andy had absolutely zero moderation, many of the donations consisted of racist language, threats to others, and anything to become a public nuisance. It was only a matter of time before one of these live streams got out of control, and on May 31st, 2018, that's exactly what happened. Arab Andy casually walked onto the University of Washington's campus looking to start trouble. He was not enrolled as a student, but he had his backpack on, and his speaker turned up to max volume. First, he entered a random lecture with the intention of interrupting the class.
Well, when random people show up to my class and start recording me, I want to know why.
Yeah, I bet. I don't know why. They just sent me, dude. UW.
Who sent you?
UW. Authorities.
Who? Do you have any kind of identification?
I work for the UW, facility for filming. The filming.
No, I've never heard of such a thing.
You never heard of that?
No.
We just started hiring last year.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, dude, I'll come back later when there's less pizza.
Okay.
Enjoy your class, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. I'm bad.
Then he moved on to another area of campus where a small end-of-year gathering was happening, and this is where things took a darker turn. Nobody around him knew who he was, and without warning, a donation alert blared from his speaker. C4 has been successfully activated. Bomb detonation countdown successfully started.
C4 has been successfully activated. Bomb detonation countdown successfully started.
Yeah, bro, you lame as hell for this, bro. This is lame as hell, bro.
Now, just to clarify, most of the screaming you heard in that clip was from the audio file playing from his speaker. Whoever donated found an audio file that had a bomb detonation countdown combined with an explosion as well as those screams. But when played loud enough and with adrenaline kicked in, it's likely that the people around the speaker could have confused it for being real. As the students and staff ran out of the building, the authorities were notified that there may have been an attempted attack on campus. For the next hour, the entire area was locked
also, by the way, I'm a multitask. I'm gonna be like, fucking, let me open some packs on 2K my team. See if I get any
authorities
players
searched the scene. As the chaos spread throughout, Arab Andy remained alive. He recorded himself casually walking around campus and captured real-time reactions from terrified students.
The crowd were saying that there was an announcement saying that the bomb was about to detonate in text or something like that, and that's why they pulled the thing. Oh god. Okay,
wait, what? Someone made an announcement in the building?
Yeah,
no way, someone did that? That's fucked up.
As Andy heard the deafening sirens from police, fire trucks, and ambulances approaching the school, he realized his desperate attempt for virality may just have gotten him in huge trouble.
Dude.
I mean, you think? You have a bomb scare on the campus, dumbass. Was it worth the views? Was it worth the likes?
Holy shit.
That's a mean charge too, low key.
It's not even a bomb, guys. I don't know why. Damn.
He quickly scurried off
Ooh, they
school
got new
grounds,
packs out.
thinking he was in the clear. He even tried to claim that this wasn't his fault.
Guys, again, I did not do anything. That was the teammates. I'm not gonna play TCS.
Now from here, the smart thing to do would be to turn off the live stream and maybe lay low and wait for the police to give up on their search. But Arabandi is not a smart guy. He continued to live stream and continued to allow his chatters to donate and play random things from his speaker. As he walked through a crowded city street a few blocks away from the school, it was extremely easy for police to figure out who was responsible for the bomb threat. They
Lucky,
ran up to
thanks
him
for the
with their
raid.
guns drawn, unsure if he was a literal terrorist or a prankster.
Wait, what's going on?
You know what's going on, nigga.
Oh, yeah, I'm recording, bro. If you're gonna shoot me. What are you doing, bro? Put the gun down. Put the gun down. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Wait, let me check my phone. What? What did I do? I didn't do nothing, bro.
Lay on the ground.
That was TTS. That was a donation.
On the ground now.
Lacking situational awareness and completely downplaying the severity of the situation, he doesn't remain still and tries to tell the officer it was just a prank. And it's honestly surprising that American police officers gave him so much grace because they had no idea if he was a real threat or not. And as we all know, it was just a prank and there actually was no bomb. But the damage had been done and he was in serious trouble. He was arrested and the police charged him with threat to bomb or injure property. He tried to plead his case and explain that it was just a harmless prank, but the law doesn't see it that way. The courtroom set his bail at $75,000 and banned him from uploading anything else to YouTube. And for those thinking
Damn! I didn't even know there was a rule like that's yo. I mean, bro, what do you expect? You had a bomb scare on a large school campus, bro.
fair, it's likely that law...
Was it worth you trying to go viral for that one video or one live stream? Now you just effed up your bag.
Enforcement needed to make sure to punish him in a way that would prevent other clout chasers from attempting such stupid pranks ever again, especially on college campuses. It's unclear if Arabandi ended up serving any jail time. All I could find was that years later he tried to make a return to YouTube, but shortly after he disappeared again. The same thing can't be said for Fousey, who has a long history of going to great lengths to chase clout, disappear, and come back to set the bar even higher or lower. At his peak, FouseyTube had turned prank content into a money-printing machine, earning tens of millions of views on simple, harmless pranks.
You just called my butt fat?
I thought you were a girl, man.
You thought I was a girl? No, you know you liked what you saw. Don't discriminate now, it's still Kim K size. Looks like you want to scratch a piece off, huh?
Fousey secured millions of subscribers in the earlier days of YouTube, who laughed along with his creative ideas. However, this created an immense amount of pressure to maintain such high viewership, which is why he shifted from mild pranks to thought-provoking social experiments, such as what if the homeless gave you money, and the kidnapping children experiment, where instead of laughing at a silly goose time, the viewer was challenged with a deep introspective assessment. What would you do in this situation? Now, creating a think piece to assess a societal problem was not necessarily a bad idea. However, when Fousey did not get the reactions he wanted from strangers, he decided to orchestrate reactions from actors or friends that he hired, which turns an interesting thought experiment into a scripted performance that doesn't accurately represent reality. But the real desperation was apparent when he started faking the dumbest ideas, like fake farting in the gym.
Give me a fight! What?
Man, this is some bull. Man, you farting when I'm lifting weights.
Why are you worried about my farts when you're supposed to hear trying to stop the sag?
I mean, but damn.
Other rising prank YouTubers like Danny Duncan were on a crusade to call out Fousey for his fakery.
But he's still lying by saying this prank's real or this prank's real or this prank's real.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't need to do that. That's why I'm here. It's like it's just the principle of lying. Like, you don't have to lie to people to make a video.
And while it may seem like Danny was being overdramatic, he had a simple point that many agreed with. Pranks are supposed to be these funny, spontaneous, and ideally harmless moments that capture the hilarious, authentic reactions from people. But the moment a prank is staged, it becomes soulless. defeating the entire point of having fun. Fousey initially tried to justify his actions by saying that every other prankster faked their videos, but his attitude and hypocrisy made him easy to hate.
It was the fakest reactions I've ever seen in my entire life. And yes, guys, but Fousey, you fake shit. How are you gonna talk about fake shit? Exactly. If anybody knows about fake shit, it's me.
As the years went on, his viewership started to nosedive, which also meant he was losing money, relevance, and then maybe his sanity. That's when the motivational speaker version of Fousey was born. He started posting these intense rants about positivity, destiny, and mental health. He said he had been chosen by God, that he was here to change the world, that he was going to inspire millions of people and bring the planet together through love. And while the message sounded positive, the delivery felt unstable.
There is nothing on this earth that can happen to me that I cannot overcome and beat. No matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone does, no matter anything, you are the only person who has the power to stop you. You are the only person who has the power to win this fight.
But even with all of these positive messages, people could tell something was off. His behavior felt erratic, and the way he talked started raising concerns about his mental health.
Anybody at the bottom in a YouTube comment section who goes, you go through depression, you go through bipolar, how the hell are you going to be a motivational speaker? I can stand up strong and say, watch me.
But then he announced something that totally shocked everyone, that he was throwing an event.
I am now, for the first
I
time,
remember this,
going back to the city that destroyed me, Los Angeles, California, and taking back ownership of my life and my power and throwing the biggest event that Los Angeles has ever seen on July 15th. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're just getting started. Here we go.
Fousey named this event Hate Dies, Love Arrives. He claimed it would be a massive Coachella-like experience that would be completely free of charge at the Greek Theater in Los Angeles, all meant to spread peace and positivity. Now this sounds like a massive project, something that might take months, maybe even a year to plan, but Fousey announced the event just 7 days before it would actually take place.
They're getting a free, basically Royal Rumble Coachella experience because it's just gonna be 10, 9, 8, a different artist comes out, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger.
From there, Fousey uploaded daily videos hyping the event, even titling them Drake July 15th with pictures of Drake as the thumbnail. He even launched a line of merch that had the date July 15th on it as if it meant something huge. This got people talking. It was easily the most attention Fousey had gotten in years. Keemstar even announced that he was going to be making a documentary about the event.
That's what I'm saying. All the signs that I see is leading towards a shit show, and I want to be there to document the disaster.
However, others like FaZe Banks had to step in to remind everyone to be cautious of Fousey because he seems to be mentally unstable.
We're not talking about someone who's all there right now, okay? He's going through a manic episode, 1 trillion %.
I don't know if that's true.
1 bajillion %.
Fousey started prophesizing his own life, going on rants about how this event was a message directly from God, and that he was going to unite the entire entertainment industry in the name of love and peace. His desperation for views was so high that he was tagging celebrities in his Instagram posts such as Ellen DeGenerate and Diddy, asking them to show up to the event. What? He even begged LeBron James to show up and promised him that 1 million people would be watching the event live. When the event started, Fousey live streamed it from his YouTube channel, and only about 2,000 people tuned in, so he made the title "Need 2 million viewers for Drake," as if he was going to magically appear somehow. Fousey tripling down on the idea that Drake would be there is maybe the only reason why a couple hundred people even showed up. And to no surprise, they never got Drake. Instead, the crowd got embarrassing performances from no-name rappers.
Like a big Ollie, someone wanna me and they think, and you know I'm with the shit.
And then, when no one thought the event could get any worse, the venue was evacuated by police because of a bomb threat. To this day, no one knows where the threat came from, and the show was over before it even began. But Fousey wasn't done embarrassing himself just yet. Instead of leaving, he climbed on top of a car in the parking lot and started arguing with Keemstar in front of a crowd of confused fans.
I invested all my money into this event and I did it for free. My accountant said, Yusuf, where are you gonna make your money? I said, that's not a problem to me. I didn't care.
Why is his shirt rolled up like
that?
this?
Before I even got to do the event, before I even got to tell my story, you're making a documentary on it so you can post it after the fact. So if it flops, you can have the hot news on how Fousey f***ed up and he should.
In the middle of the argument, Fousey started rapping.
You're still talking about the little things. You're heating up your breakfast when I'm heating up my dinner. Hey, you're burning in the summer while I'm bundled up in the winter.
Before immediately switching back to expressing serious mental health concerns.
I rewatched videos going viral after the attention you're giving me now of you saying Fousey is the biggest piece of egotistical asshole on this earth. I have bipolar and depression. That what you put into my head made me want to.
For the next 10 minutes, as helicopters swirled above, Fousey tried to explain why this event was supposed to change his life, why it was a calling from God, and that he actually wasn't lying about Drake.
I call OVO Johnny and I'm telling him what's happening. And I'm like, am I a leech for this? Am I doing something wrong? He doesn't tell me to stop, and he doesn't say, I'll text Drake for you, or my brother OVO Ryan. He goes, just put your faith in God. So I keep going. I called Lexi Pantera, a beautiful artist and dancer. She was also in Tyler Perry's Boomadiah Halloween 1 and 2. Shout out Tyler Perry for being my mentor always. I call her just to get her energy. I'm creating energy, right? Around me, through everybody, the universe. Everybody's on the same mission.
I think YouTube has destroyed and rotted his brain. I worry for him. This is 100% mental instability. Being off his meds might be dangerous. And yet, after all this chaos, it ended with Fousey just admitting on Adam22's podcast that he never actually met Drake. He just kind of stood next to him one time.
So you didn't meet Drake, he just looked at you. I mean, if he just looked at you, did you really meet Drake?
Do something for me. In the next 2 hours, will for yourself to touch nose with Drake. If it happens, I'll sell my entire YouTube channel. I'll give you $10 million.
Did you touch nose to nose?
Literally like this. That's how close he was to me. I did that because I manifested that because I believe in myself, Keem. This has always been me from the start.
And then a day after this failed event, Fousey decided he would drop a diss track on Rice Gum called Four Ghosts.
Rice ain't got no spirit, got no deeper layer. One ghost writer, one ghost Fortnite player.
Fousey lied about Drake performing at his event, caused a bomb scare, and destroyed his reputation worse than it already was. And the sad part is, his unstable mental health and addiction became his entire appeal as a content creator for the years after. When he returned to live streaming on Kick, he openly spoke about battling bipolar disorder, depression, addiction, and anxiety, turning his meltdowns into viral content.
When you get upset or dangerous, physically and emotionally.
You're right. I am dangerous. I'm very dangerous, and I don't give a fuck.
Now, to some degree, this could be seen as a good thing, to help educate others on the importance of mental health and the realities of those who suffer, but then he would sometimes stage public disappearances, stunts, or hospitalizations to drive views and sympathy, leading to a never-ending teeter-totter of people unsure of whether or not to feel bad for him or to despise him.
What if I die from my kidney exploding, and you guys say we're coming, and I'm dead on your behalf in Australia? I hope I die so that I can blame Australia forever and my parents can sue them for every $15 they're worth.
However, everyone can agree that social media is a net negative for Fousey, as attention is his drug and he is willing to destroy himself to get it.
How they should have grinded to lose the weight in the first place. So now before they make the money
every day, he just likes to eat. Stop justifying being fat and not having a
Ow!
Stop justifying being fat. Stop justifying not working.
And yet, Fousey's past decade of clout chasing doesn't even remotely compare to Johnny Somali, whose desperation for views got him literally banned in 2 different countries, and now he is facing prison time. Johnny Somali initially started creating content by vlogging his adventures in Japan. Many American live streamers visit Japan because it is safe, clean, and visually interesting. Its vibrant cities, unique fashion, and amazing food allow for an affordable, yet high-quality experience that makes casual streams feel exciting. But somewhere along the line, Johnny's intentions shifted. Broadcasting his fun adventures turned into what he called trolling. But his version of trolling wasn't just jokes or harmless pranks. He went into public spaces, usually with a speaker strapped to his backpack, and tried to annoy as many strangers as he could. He'd say offensive things or blast disrespectful audio clips, all while live streaming to his small audience. Johnny got a taste.
Y'all gotta stop. Your IRL streamers gotta stop going to other countries and trolling like that, bro. They do not have the same rules as the US, bro. You fuck around and troll in the wrong country, you's doing like 45 years and they gonna chop your hand off, nigga.
of the attention he so desperately wanted when a clip of him harassing someone on a train in Japan went viral.
You know Hiroshima? You know Hiroshima? Nagasaki? You know?
This is my first time hearing about Buddy.
Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki!
Johnny berates this man for 4 minutes straight, repeatedly saying Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which are literally just the names of 2 Japanese cities. Now we know he was trying to make some sort of edgy joke in reference to the devastating bomb attacks that the American government dropped on those cities during World War II. But the innocent man on the train probably had no idea. He was just confused and probably annoyed.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know. You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki? We're gonna do again. Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Real David.
We do again. You understand?
Bro look like he want to swing on him.
You don't know.
Now, Japan is known for its deeply rooted culture of respect, order, and social harmony, and Johnny saw that as an opportunity to exploit. He knew that the average Japanese citizen wouldn't fight back, wouldn't yell, and would most likely try to avoid confrontation at all costs. That's what made this the perfect setting for his so-called content. But Johnny was mistaken, because Japanese citizens were extremely pissed off with his behavior and actively tried to find him and confront him. You could feel how scared and caught off guard he was after being smacked in the face.
It's good to know people in Japan. Let's be respectful. I hope nobody in the chat was saying weird shit. If I go back and... Whoa, whoa.
Ooh. They cut it out.
Chill out. Stop. Hey, relax. Relax. Nothing, no problem. Relax.
1 week later, he was attacked again.
They pressed him.
Hop in Discord. Oh, whoa, what the? You tripping, nigga. Relax. Yo, stop.
They on him, boy. They said, take that trolling back to America.
To watch Johnny get roughed up, it did not slow him down. Even though his safety was at risk, he was getting more viewers, which was his ultimate goal. The only time you actually saw him genuinely upset was when he got a temporary 72-hour ban from the live streaming platform Kick.
I don't know what I could have done to get a 72-hour, dog.
You got banned off Kick, bro. Like, that's like the most free forum platform you can... Like, you know you were a fucking menace if you getting banned off that, bro. 72 hours. Like, come on, bro. It's time to wake up and look in the mirror at that point.
The hate for Johnny just kept spreading throughout the country, and whenever he was confronted, like by this man living in Japan, he would fold and lie like a coward.
Is that me?
Yeah, this is.
No.
You sure?
It's me, yeah, what's up?
I got a problem with you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a troll.
My wife is Japanese.
Okay.
You go there insulting people like that. You know how many people from Hiroshima joking about that?
I know.
So
I already apologized. I was drunk.
That man wearing an extra small V-neck press.
People suffer because of that. You're on the train harassing people like that?
I was drunk.
Don't do it again, bro.
I haven't done it again since.
I've seen how people in Tokyo whoop your ass. You lucky I don't do the same, bro.
Is that a threat?
It is, yeah. Because you go out harassing people like that, innocent people who didn't do anything, Japanese people are...
Bro, I was drunk when it happened. I apologize.
Polite people I ever met in my life.
Okay.
And you on the with them like that for what, bro? For a little bit of clout? It's pathetic. Come on, man.
But sadly, his antics persisted.
You watermelon nigga, what? Show these niggas psycho, nigga. Keep moving, nigga.
The more he made it clear that he did not respect Japanese culture or Japanese people, the more they retaliated. And it seemed like every other day he would provoke others until they felt
ain't no way someone stole off on him and then it took off.
They retaliated, and it seemed like every other day he would provoke others until they felt like they had to physically defend themselves from him. There was one incident that is far too graphic for YouTube, but Johnny and his friend got knocked out cold for provoking the wrong guy, leaving his face busted open and bloodied. Damn. And you would think that after Johnny Somali got the Mario coins smashed out of him, he would change his behavior, but he didn't. And soon, the police would have to do something about it. During his time in Osaka, Somali entered a hotel construction site without permission. He started laughing and taunting the workers.
This is lame, man.
But this time, the consequences involved the authorities. Japanese police arrested him for obstruction of business.
Why? Nande? Security check. So this is the security. Wait, why you take a photo of me? Why did you take a... So emotional. I'm not emotional. I'm okay.
This dude is corny as hell, man. Bro, there's no way. Bro, there's no way all this what you're doing is worth it, dog. Like,
the Japanese police
I guarantee he could have sat down for one day and thought of some like actual genuine content, bro. Like,
extremely polite and cordial, and they seemingly let him off with a warning. But then his antics got him arrested again, and he was charged with conspiracy to obstruct business after blasting loud music in a restaurant during his live stream. Japanese citizens were more than fed up, and evidently so were the authorities. In January of 2024, he was found guilty, fined a few $1,000s, and was officially banned from Japan. Now, this should have been the end of his antics, but instead, Johnny took it as an opportunity to move to another country, because for a man as desperate for clout as Johnny Somali, getting banned from countries was like collecting infinity stones. In October of 2024, he arrived in South Korea, and as soon as he touched down, it was evident he was taking his obnoxious behavior to new heights. He harassed even more people using...
I've heard, isn't Korea definitely one of the countries where they don't play about anything, nigga? This dude's just trying to speed run to lose his freedom.
Public transportation, one of his all-time favorite stunts. Then while walking past the sacred Comfort Women statue, a memorial honoring Korean women for...
Oh, fucking hell nah, man. Yo, come on, man. You could have blurred this out, bro. God damn, this nigga just bent over, man. Come on, bro.
Into sexualized it in front of everyone, twerking and giving the statue a lap dance.
Oh
this
my
monument
gosh,
is one...
bro, why? There's no way the bills can be that high, bro.
One of the most solemn and emotional landmarks in South Korea. Johnny's disrespect set off a national outrage. Korean viewers clipped the footage and shared it across South Korean social media. News outlets covered it within hours, but Johnny thought the outrage was funny. So he went to other versions of the statue, kissed and fondled them, and even rubbed oil on himself while dancing on the statue again. Johnny...
I know this is off topic, but I told you I'll show y'all if I pull anybody. Just pull the GOAT Embiid, the GOAT card Embiid.
Johnny continued his buffoonery from the streets of Seoul, taunting locals and daring people to confront him.
So what do you want to talk about? Swing or not? Like, niggas gonna come up to me, bro, why you being racist to other people in other countries? For money. For clout. I've said it many times. I don't give a f. I have no morals. I'm a fucking sociopath. I don't give a f. Put this in your next YouTube documentary. I don't give a f. Our Korean niggas is weak as f.
Swing on that nigga right now. I was waiting for him to swing on Johnny. I was waiting, bro. I was waiting for him to do it.
Reddit, Twitter, come.
I wanted to stop on his
Hank is here tonight. We're not scared.
And Koreans took Johnny up on his challenge. And on multiple occasions, Johnny was hunted down and beat up. And yes, every time he was incredibly scared.
What's up?
Got what you asked for. Damn.
It's almost starting to seem like he has some sort of humiliation kink, because he never would defend himself, just taunt people, get beat up, and then film his battered face for everyone to laugh at. Another South Korean man attacked Johnny while he was still recovering from his last beating.
Somali, 어디가?
어디가?
어?
어디가?
어디가?
Don't touch my shoe.
어디가?
Don't touch me, nigga.
어?
Huh?
소말리 어디가?
Yes, sir.
어디 가냐고?
You guys following me crazy. Look at you.
어디가?
어디가? What you mean? 어디가?
어디가?
What is 어디가? Oh.
The attacker got arrested, was proud.
Oh.
Damn, one punch.
The attacker got arrested, was proud of it, and locals even raised money to pay for his legal bills.
Nah,
but
that's
unfortunately, no amount of punches could stop Johnny until the authorities stepped in once again. In another desperate attempt to clout chase, Somali wreaked havoc in a 7-Eleven for, once again, no reason.
Bro, this nigga is lame as hell, bro. Like, it just gets to a point. Like, bro, you acting like a 4-year-old child, man. Like an unstable child or something, bro. Like, bro, this is lame as hell, bro.
What are you talking about? Shut up. Call the police, stupid ass.
He was not detained the
Bro,
evening
and
of
see the
these
sad thing about this too, now anybody that in the future, it's crazy, this is recent, 2024. Anybody that comes out there in the future, a lot of the workers, it depends on the country or whatever, they're now going to be looking at people that are IRL streaming sideways. They're going to instantly think that everybody is like this dude right here, when it's far from that.
But faced criminal charges and was placed under a travel ban, preventing him from leaving the country while prosecutors built their case.
Damn.
Finally, Johnny Somali was banned from YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, and only then did he try to apologize for his behavior, but he didn't really seem like he wanted to.
Right now, you're a big issue, and a lot of Koreans are mad for what you did, and all we want is for you to just apologize for what you have done.
Okay.
All right?
No, trust me, it's the only way, man. Okay, I'll say right now, I want to apologize to the Korean people. I was not aware of the significance of the statue. I was trying to get, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment for my audience. We're from America. We really don't know much about the Comfort Woman or much about the statue where we're from. So when I saw this statue, I came upon it on my stream. At first, I really didn't even know what it was. So now after I see the reaction from the Korean people, I see that it really hurt you guys, and my intention in coming to Korea was not to cause this kind of shit.
In South Korea, he was indicted on multiple crimes, including obstruction of business and public indecency, stemming from causing disturbances in convenience stores, playing loud music in public, and engaging in lewd acts near sensitive historical monuments. And these aren't necessarily minor crimes with minimal charges. If convicted on all counts, he could face up to a decade in jail. He showed up to his trial in March of 2025 wearing a MAGA hat, despite being told repeatedly to remove it, showing once again he was not taking any of this seriously, but he did plead guilty to 3 charges, 1 obstruction of business and 2 Minor Crimes Act violations. But Johnny is a clout-addicted idiot, and before he could be sentenced, he decided to once again break the law for attention. He created AI-generated deepfake videos that depicted him kissing a popular Korean streamer named Bong Bong. Under South Korean law, the creation, distribution, or possession of non-consensual AI-generated explicit content is classified as a crime.
Hey, you hear that? For all you weirdos that be doing them little AI shit, yo, how is like other countries ahead of America like this? America, hurry up and get this damn law, bro. I know you niggas that want to make them little makeup videos and shit like that, bro. Yeah, y'all start shaking in y'all boots, nigga. Yeah, hopefully America gets this damn law in like 2 to 5 years. How the hell is Korea ahead of time like this, bro? Man, hurry up and get this law in the U.S., please.
Experts have confirmed that this offense carries a mandatory prison sentence of up to 7 years.
America, what y'all doing, bro? Y'all slacking.
Charges which allowed for financial penalties, this particular crime eliminates the possibility of a mere fine, which means Johnny Somali will be going to jail. During his second trial in May of 2025, he pled guilty to 2 more charges, and his third trial, which is scheduled for August of 2025, will likely address the violence crimes charges. I can only imagine that the people of South Korea want their government to make an example out of Johnny Somali, because if he gets off with a mere slap on the wrist, then there will be more desperate Americans looking to clout chase in their country. Because unsurprisingly, Johnny Somali is not the only live streamer who will be spending time in jail in another country. OG prank YouTuber Vitaly is currently behind bars in the Philippines for his desperate attempts at chasing views. Similar to Fousey, Vitaly's Doherty became a viral YouTube success for his pranks, social experiments, and stunts. His content consistently pushed boundaries, deliberately trying to provoke strangers and get as close as possible to an explosive physical altercation without actually getting knocked out.
Transaction's complete. Transaction's complete. Yo, transaction's complete. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. You got it. Yes.
But that's only true if you thought these videos were real. After all, we are talking about the guy who in one video apparently got 4 women to give him their underwear in public by simply just asking.
I'll ask for your panties.
I remember Vitaly's pranks like way back then. Some of these are new to me.
I'm asking for your panties.
Why?
Because you want to be in my video? We're actually filming a video right now.
Where?
Right there.
Sure, why not?
But for every fake prank Vitaly did, he would follow it up with an undisputable stunt. Like when he ran on the field and removed his shirt at the 2014 World Cup, or when he sprinted on the court during the NBA Finals.
NBA Finals. That's the Warriors and Cavs? Oh, I remember it.
Now we're out covering the Trump rally down at the Kimmel Show, but right now we have a guy named Vitaly up here on the D of Hollywood sign up on Mount Lee. He's got a sign up saying, "I'm back."
And even though he was detained and fined multiple times throughout his career, he was pretty much able to avoid all consequences. In fact, the more he pushed the boundaries, the more successful he got. He amassed over 10 million subscribers, generated 1.5 billion views, and even though he had a pretty classic downfall as viewers lost interest in pranks as a whole around 2017, he was considered a legendary prank YouTuber. Before the pandemic, he basically retired, and honestly, it seemed like a natural, normal way to exit his career. But we would come to find out that the only reason why he stopped was because his life was spiraling out of control, as he was arrested in Florida after attacking a woman while he was heavily under the influence.
Your boy can stay back there. Put your hand on the car, man. No, put your hand on the car.
This nigga went to greet him like he was trying to... Yo.
Oh my God, come here. I lost everything. You didn't lose everything. Yes. Yes, here. Let me see. Put your hands here. Check it
What's up,
see?
Reese?
I'm gonna put them in the front. You gotta leave your mask on, though. Okay, mask has to go on. Put it over your face. Okay, so can you listen to... Do you know me? Do I know you? No.
After a 3-year-long hiatus from the internet, most people figured he just moved on with his life, like a normal person would. But that desperation for views and attention just doesn't ever seem to go away. And he tried to make a surprise comeback in 2023 with a 2014-era style prank that just felt like an old man trying to relive his past. But then he discovered the depravity of Kick, a live streaming platform where chaos is rewarded and the rules barely exist. On Kick, Vitaly found the perfect environment to revive his shock jock persona, this time with no need to hide behind scripted pranks. Well, maybe. Vitaly tried to reinvent himself with a live-streamed knockoff version of To Catch a Predator. He'd set up these dramatic sting operations, exposing alleged PDF files with hidden cameras, decoys, and surprise confrontations. It was all very theatrical, doing things like shaving these alleged assailants' eyebrows and heads as a punishment.
I need my permission to shave my head and eyebrows.
For what?
Because I was talking to an underage teen.
Okay.
Him embarrassing these men made for extremely viral moments since, well, nobody felt bad for them, and
that's
why
the only
would you?
positive
These are
thing he
people
did
who
so
are
far.
admitting to endangering minors. The crazy part is he started doing collaborations with the likes of Ryan Garcia, Sneeko, and rappers Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Pump, and The Game.
What's going on here? Nothing. How old are you? Nothing. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
Damn.
How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
How old is he?
No.
No, I am.
Fuck you with my business, bro.
Oh, that was the owner?
What's going on?
I just wanted to... You just wanted to do what? No, don't be sorry. You just wanted to do what, man? I thought we were just coming in for dinner.
Why are you going to the bathroom?
Bro.
He even got Lil Pump to rap his biggest song and change the lyrics to mock the alleged assailant.
You're such a fucking pedo. You love it.
Now, this content was difficult to publicly criticize, but a silent majority of people felt like something was off here. Either these were, once again, fake, and he was paying actors to pose as predators, which you'd have to find some pretty desperate people for cash willing to attach that horrible label to their face, or worse, he was profiting off heinous crimes using real allegations of child exploitation as viral bait to promote his steak sponsorship. Even police officers that were involved were critical of his methods.
We all know what you're doing because this is maybe the third time. This is the third time I've come to an incident with you guys. The third time. So I kind of know what you guys are doing, and I'm not against it so much. You know what I mean? I get the concept behind it, but there's got to be a better way to do it, and a safer way and a legal way of doing it. Okay. You know what I mean? It's where you don't get arrested for trying to do the right thing.
Then again, that is if you think that's actually a real cop. When catching predators becomes content for the sake of content, to some, you aren't really doing a good deed, and you didn't actually stop that person from reoffending. And if these spectacles are all set up and fake, then you are literally profiting from one of the worst, most heinous crimes in human history. But these pred streams came to a screeching halt when one of the suspects got fully naked on stream, broadcasting explicit content to thousands of viewers, many of which, ironically, were minors. Vitaly was temporarily banned, but the 33-year-old was not done getting his fix for virality, so he flew to the Philippines in April of 2025, and he may not return for a very long time. From the moment he landed, Vitaly began live streaming himself wreaking havoc. His goal was the same as always, make content that would shock people, no matter what the cost was. But this time it was slightly different. There was no plan, nothing creative, just straight up harassment.
I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I wanna give you money. No? Okay. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal Go get your vaccine.
Vitaly went on a tirade messing with security and law enforcement that day. In another incident, he confronted a guard and then reached towards his waist right where his firearm was holstered. The guard doesn't know who this man is or what his intentions are.
No way the bills is that high for you to be doing this, dog.
All he knows is that a stranger is reaching for his weapon. Vitaly knows he could never get away with that in America.
How did the security guard not react to that? Like,
turned into a memory on the mantle. Minutes later, he walked over to another guard and asked him if he could sit on his motorbike. Keep in mind, this is a piece of equipment used for actual law enforcement, not a Lime scooter. The police officer was obviously confused and didn't say much, but Vitaly decided to not only get on the bike, but started moving it down the road like he was trying to steal it. The next day, he went even further after seeing all the views his recent antics were raking in. He decided to enter a McDonald's, not to order food, but to annoy as many people as possible and make an ass of himself along the way. While standing in line, he looked at his cameraman and said, "Follow me." He pushed past the service area, walked straight into the kitchen, and began asking for the toilet and bothering people just trying to do their job. In the United States, you might see someone acting like this and get away with zero punishment, but other countries are not willing to put up with these antics. Vitaly was labeled by the Bureau of Immigration as an undesirable alien, and by the Department of Interior and Local Government as a flight risk, which ultimately led to him being detained by authorities. The US refused to help him, Russia, where he was born, also refused to help him, and now he is completely stranded and at the mercy of the strict Philippines law. As of June 2025, he has been denied bail and moved from an immigration detention center to a maximum security prison. He is currently facing 3 counts of harassment, theft, trespassing, and filming individuals without consent. And if convicted, people speculate that Vitaly could end up behind bars anywhere from 18 months to 24 years.
Damn.
But whenever the subject of clout-addicted live streamers comes up, one man comes to mind, Jack Doherty.
Oh! I'm not reacting to this Doherty, dude. We just pulled Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. The GOAT card. I ain't gonna lie, my team low-key set now. We already got the GOAT Curry, by the way. Yo, 2K. Some lowercase W's today. I like Steve. All right, back to
extremely high standard of how low someone will go for a crumb of attention. Jack Doherty is what happens when you let social media.
Next time when I like open pass, like while I'm on stream watch the video, I'm gonna do something where I set like the shit in the corner so you can see what I'm pulling.
Replace parenting. For his entire teenage life, he has been documenting himself trying to do literally anything that will get him views and attention on the internet. His earliest viral moments came from copying prank trends like prank calling a killer clown goes wrong, doing your dares stores in Walmart and taking candy from kids on Halloween. Cops called. Considering he was a high school-aged kid, it's not like anyone would expect him to be the most morally righteous individual. Then again, he did know what he was doing was wrong, as he multiple times ended up in the back of a cop car. But there was a worthwhile reward for these antics: views, which led to ad revenue. Jack was already making more money than his parents before he could drive. Jack's parents took him on the Dr. Phil show to hopefully have Phil talk some sense into him. But the entire time, Jack had a smug look on his face, knowing that this ultimately was good for his exposure. Jack was actually kicked off the show because he constantly tried to talk back to Dr. Phil instead of just listening to his advice. One thing about Doherty is that he will religiously study the algorithm. Whatever trend is happening, he will be one of the first to attack it. If there is a new format or medium to exploit, he is all in on it. When the Walmart prank stopped working, he moved over to the short-form brain rot content that keeps people doom scrolling.
Santa is the most mysterious man on the planet, and today I'm gonna use an air tag to track him. So I had a plan to go to the mall and slip an air tag into Santa's sack without him knowing.
These videos are highly scripted with absolutely no resolution, point, or discovery to be made. The sole purpose of these videos is to get views. Actually, that's not exactly true. These videos were designed for a much more shallow purpose. You see, Jack was very open about him looking up to Andrew Tate, who claims to have made his first fortune by starting a lewd webcam business with his 2 girlfriends.
And this is the thing that's interesting about it, because when people hear this story and they say like a pimp, etc., people imagine me to be this exploitive, horrible, evil man, which is absolutely and utterly the complete opposite. So the beginning of it was I messaged my 6 girlfriends and told them they're all coming to live with me, and I had a job for them in London. 2 of them wouldn't come, 4 of them agreed. So the 4 girls flew in. I sat them all down at a table. They're all like, who's this chick? Who's this chick? Told them all the truth. I've been with you all. I'm starting a webcam business. I'm gonna get rich. Some of you are either gonna come with me to the top of the mountain, or if you're pissed off, you can fly home. Just very matter of fact to the point, because I needed money. At this point, now I have not agreed to take another fight. I need money now. So 2 of them left. 2 of them agreed to stay. And the beginning of my cam empire was this tiny little apartment, me and my 2 girlfriends.
After seeing this, Jack was inspired. He began recruiting barely legal women to appear in his content, all of which he says were consenting OF content producers. Jack would manage their pages and take a percentage of their earnings in exchange for marketing them in his videos. From there, he spent most of his time making short-form content with no purpose other than trying to convert those viewers into paying OF subscribers.
How much money's in your bank account?
Like 12K.
12K? All right, well, that's your budget. I'll buy you whatever you want from the mall.
And evidently, this works really well, as he has generated millions of dollars. Now, these videos are edited and produced in a style that is largely understood to attract a childlike audience, which prompts some reasonable ethical speculation. Is it wrong to make content that appears to be for kids with the intention of converting those viewers into paying for prawn?
This is a version of pimping. You're pimping these girls out. You don't think that's attacking your heart in any way?
No, because at the end of the day, they all, they already want to do what they're doing, and it's just like I just actually make the money doing it, because there are so many girls that actually do OnlyFans and make $0 and stuff, and they're doing it all for what, It's like every girl I work with makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and millions of dollars a year,
Jack constantly uses success and money to justify his actions. Morality does not guide his decisions. When live streaming became a trendy way to generate attention, Jack jumped on it immediately. He realized that the raw, unpredictable nature of live content created even more opportunities to go viral. Plus, it created a stronger illusion that what was being broadcasted was real. Damn. He started collaborating with other clout demons like the Islanders. It felt like he was building the world's first influencer circus, where they all thought they were the ringleader, but in actuality, they were all the clowns.
Let's box, guys. Me and the Island Boy are gonna box. Look, what are you doing? Yo, take him. Just take control of him. Over. You gotta hold on to your little. What?
To manufacture more viral moments, Jack started walking around with personal security guards, sometimes 2 or 3 deep, just so he could safely provoke strangers in public. He talked trash, get in people's faces.
Bro, imagine getting hit in the face with a water gun, bro, and his security picking you up like these.
So he could safely provoke strangers in public. He talked trash, get in people's faces.
Nigga threw him a grown-ass man on top of the hood of a car, bro.
And then fall back behind his bodyguards.
I seen that clip already. That was in Miami,
tense.
Go. Where we at?
What? Little prop, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah.
This is the type of cowardice that almost makes you want to kinda respect Johnny Somali, who at least took his beatings like a man. And even if you wanted to make fun of Jack, call him scared or a coward, he would just turn your criticism into profit by setting up fake skits of him being pressed.
Yo, is that Jack Doherty and his parents? Yo, how does it feel that your son's the most hated kid on the internet? Yo, he's like,
I'm the most hated kid on the internet. Why are you at my door?
Yo, he's broke, he's banned, he kissed the Island Boys.
This video went viral where he is seen holding his security's hand like it's his daddy, but this was staged.
Nigga, it ain't staged, bro. You can't stay, man. Bro, there's no way he's paying you that good money to be holding hands, bro. Two grown-ass men doing that shit. That's, bro.
And filmed by Jack's internal team, knowing that it would go viral from people making fun of him. And Jack says he does this because people are dumb.
I feel like that's what I've been doing recently. Like, I've been a lot more chill, you know? A lot of people think I just go out and start problems with people, which is like, show me a clip in the past year where I've like actually done that. Like I really, or even 2 years. It's like everyone judges me off these fake clips of me like walking up to people like this with the bodyguard, but like they're not even real videos. Like people are just so dumb and they just judge me off of like
that was a strip
little clips that, you know, I just make to troll and stuff because I know they're gonna go get posted.
90% of the time you only see Jack on your feed by accident, and he is most likely being slapped, punched, almost jumped, or looking like an absolute fool. And that's by design. You'd be happy to know that Jack isn't exactly popular. Sure, he does have 15 million subscribers, but his numbers are way overinflated. His YouTube videos can't even crack 100,000 views, and he doesn't actually have fans. He never built a real connection with an audience because he was never likable enough to earn one. But he does have viewers. Most of his streams sit around 2K, and that's if you think those are real. In one stream, he had 17,000 viewers, but only 3 people were actively typing in the chat. Therefore, the only way Jack maintains relevance is by creating an ecosystem that relies on him entirely embarrassing himself so that Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube drama pages will post the clip and hope that it goes viral. And to some degree, you do have to put a little blame on people who are willing to amplify his content in any way. You could even argue, I'm doing that right now. But sometimes, the only way to shut down a clown is to stop laughing and start booing. However, I think beyond the antics and stunts, what really makes Jack someone worth criticizing is how he treats the very few people who care about him. Like when he nearly killed one of his only friends and didn't care. Jack was in Miami, live streaming himself behind the wheel of a $200,000 custom McLaren. Outside, it was pouring rain. Visibility was almost non-existent because it was raining that hard. Common sense would tell you that the road was probably slick. Sitting in the passenger seat was his friend and cameraman Michael. Normal people would focus on the road, realizing how dangerous the situation was. But Jack was more worried about his stream and reading his chat on his phone.
Bro, driving like 80 plus in a foreign whip while it's raining outside and texting and driving, bro, like
a joke about crashing the car.
Y'all think shit like this is funny, bro. Like, don't be afraid to call your friend out doing stuff like this, bro. Don't be afraid to get out the car and call an Uber or call somebody else for a ride, bro. Like,
I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
Then, in a split second, it happened. The tires lost grip, the back end of the McLaren kicked out across the wet pavement. Jack tried to correct it, but it was too late. The car skidded sideways and slammed into a metal barrier. Because of the impact, the camera cut off for a split second. But
y'all think I mean, this sounds crazy, but you think he kind of wanted to crash on purpose for the like
after the stream came back on, blood was running down Michael's face from the crash. And instead of immediately helping his friend, Jack's first instinct was to grab the camera, keep recording, and worry about his car.
Oh, my car, bro.
Bro, there's no way he's a real human. Bro, look at this. He's being helped by, you know what I'm saying, a lovely pedestrian on the side, and he's trying to get the angles right. Putting, like, come on, man. It just gets to a point, bro.
The vehicle mattered more than the human being sitting next to him.
Don't even check up on your cameraman. Like,
seconds later, he asked Michael to take the camera and record everything.
Michael, here. Michael, do you have film on that phone too?
His priorities could not have been clearer. Michael had been taken to the hospital where he received stitches for the injuries to his face. And even that part was filmed and posted to social media.
Hey guys, we're in the hospital after the crash. How you feeling, Michael? Amazing.
He's getting stitches right now.
After the crash,
he gotta be paying his cameraman a badge or something, bro, because
Kick issued a permanent ban to his channel, citing violations of their
bro got permanently banned off Kick
policies and community guidelines. But instead of reflecting on the crash or the backlash, or maybe focusing on repairing his relationship with his friend, Jack pivoted straight back into content mode. Just days after the ban, he went live on TikTok, not to apologize, but to ask his viewers to donate, promising to follow them back if they gave him enough money. Jack claims that he is this big brain strategist taking advantage of dumb people on the internet. But outside of his highly scripted content in interviews and podcasts, he looks extremely sad, because evidently he isn't just making a spectacle online, he has shown that he has little sympathy or regard for even the few people around him that consider him a friend. His girlfriend left him, and all of his relationships are based on the monetary value that he can bring to others.
I guess, living in a nice house and having nice cars, it makes me feel, I wouldn't say satisfied, because there's so much more I want. Like, obviously, I wish I owned this house, but I like moving around and stuff because people find out where I live, and then I just move. And I also just like changing up the scenery for content, but I don't know, like nothing. I don't want like materialistic things to be the main reason I'm happy. I'd rather have enough passive income to where I could travel the world, and I feel like that's what's gonna make me happy. But that's what I look forward to in life,
Jack lacks friends and a purpose. You can see his soulless, degenerate lifestyle has depleted him of life. He has enough money to retire forever, and he still will not do it, because outside of material things and views, he has nothing. When he ultimately pushes the boundaries and ends up in jail like Vitaly and Johnny Somali, nobody will be there for him and nobody will care.
Yep. All right, man. I mean, like, this whole video is basically a big lesson to anybody that has any thoughts about, being a creator or whatever in the future, YouTuber or streamer, bro. Just remember, bro, all the stuff that you see in the video, take it as a lesson. Bro, you do not need to do cringe-ass, weird-ass, like, illegal ass ish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get traction, bro. Just take the time, sit down one day, come up with a game plan, and it's going to work. All right? Simple as that. Your freedom is not worth your well, what's that word I'm looking for too? Your it's something with the digital footprint is not worth. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, bro. Because let's say you even like, for example, like this Jack dude, you get to a point, you get all the materialistic things you want. You retire your mom, retire your dad, you do whatever. Bro, you're going to continue to seek for that attention, bro. Like,